Okay, so I was just hanging out with my wife, and we're on the couch, and whatever. And I heard her listening to a TikTok. I'm on my phone, she's on her phone, and we're not holding hands, we're holding feet. Like we're just touching feet. And I'm listening, and I'm listening to this video here, and it's by Sedona. I don't know her too well. My wife likes this content creator. She follows her and listens to her content. I think she's like a really tall D1 athlete that's big on TikTok, 3.1 million. They got like a big old, Instagram. They're doing their thing. They're having fun. Whatever. I guess they don't have an Instagram. I know they do, but it's not loading. But yeah, they're like verified user. And the things that I heard in here were disgusting. Not from her, but like the things that are happening to her. And I didn't listen to the whole thing. I only got bits and pieces. And I was like, you know what? I want to like just come on my computer and like just kind of like live react to it. And like get it fresh. Because it just bothered me. And I want to just play it for you guys.
Hello, friends. I just finished therapy. Sorry that I look like a mess. I've been crying a lot. But I have been wanting to make this video for a really long time and talk about some things because I'm going through a really hard time, and this is the best way to talk about these things because I just need to clear the air of what's going on, and update you guys on like how to treat me, and I'll explain that. Hold on. So I went to a frat party this weekend. If you go to the University of Oregon, you know about it. There was like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids there. It was a big block party. I only wanted to go for like 10 minutes. And so I showed up, hung out with a friend. I have like one of my best friends that goes to one of the frats. And from the jump, it was just like immediately bad vibes. Like I knew something was going to happen. And yeah, like as soon as I got there, things just went south really badly. So I'm very used to people like talking to me, people coming up to me, pictures, of course. Like I don't mind doing that kind of stuff. I actually love it. I love interacting with my fans, people that love me. It means the world to me. But the way that like that party went down was like I was like walking through the crowds and stuff, and kids would come up to me and just like shove me and ask me for a picture, like hit me. People would come up to me and take pictures and like grope me, which is really fucking weird. And like I'm like, no one wants to be fucking groped in a party, and people scream at me and they video me, and like it just got to a point where I like collapsed into my best friend's arms and I started crying, and I like covered my ears, and I had a full-on panic attack because like it was just so much. I do not want this to come across as like me being like, don't come say hi to me, because that's not true. Like, please come say hi, please come ask for a picture, come talk to me, but don't fucking push me, don't hit me, don't grab my arm and pull me somewhere, don't grope me. Like, that's a human thing that you shouldn't do to people. I don't have, I'm not any different because I'm on TikTok. I'm still a person, and I still have a personal bubble, so please respect it. So after that situation, my mental health has been really declining for a long time, to the point where I'm really at one of my lowest right now, and that the whole incident kind of just sent me over the edge, and I'm going to be taking a break on TikTok and social media for a while. I do have pre-recorded videos that have to be posted contractually, but other than that, I can't do this. For my mental health, for my girlfriend's mental health, I need a break. I need a second. I'm hurting people around me. I'm hurting myself. And so I'm going to take a break. So that's why I'm not going to post for a while. I don't know how long it'll be, but yeah, just want to let you guys know. So
Yeah, man. So, sorry, it's like hard to. That's very moving, And you guys know I'm not normally, I'm not normally moved by things, so I gotta laugh a little bit to break through the, to kind of break through my own tension and my own, my feelings, because this is like really upsetting. I think it's very upsetting, and it's so. You don't usually see like somebody being genuine on like TikTok or any social media. Most people are just being so performative. But this was such like a genuine explanation, and I can identify with like a little bit of it because like everybody's like popping that you always talk about. But like I was like a large TikToker, and there's something big about being like a large content creator in general. And so like it can get mentally stressful. But so I can understand the mental health aspect. For me, I was like 30 or like in my late 20s when I started getting big. So, well, I started getting big at like 11. That's when I started getting really obese. But I understand that it can be stressful, but I was like a fully formed adult, and I'm going to assume this person, I think they're a D1 athlete in like college, and they probably started getting good at like bigger on social media when like their early 20s, maybe like even before that a little bit. And so I think it's like through your developmental cycle, I think it's really difficult to go on social media, especially when you haven't figured out the world 100%. It can the horrible toxicity from online can really kind of invade your head, and it's hard to understand that it's not real, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's hard to understand it's not real. And so it can really mess you up. And I'm going to assume that has something to do with like them going to a therapist, and plus all the pressures and stresses of being like a top tier athlete and things like that. And I think that, this person talked about going to this club or a party or school and just getting like harassed and touched inappropriately. And I think it's so hard to convey the specific emotions related to that, which even I can't, but I know some of them. And part of that is like as a big guy, or like as a big person, like for one, people think that you can like take more than you can, and maybe you can, but it's like, so they test you in like weird ways. So for me, like there's some people that are like more mouthy with me because I'm a big guy, especially small, short guys, And as a man, like I'm used to it, and I deal with it, whatever. But like, for this girl, there are people who are walking up to her, they want pictures, and they're just hitting her and slapping her and feeling entitled to like her attention and her body, even in ways, and not necessarily in sexual ways, but to like grope her. Maybe whether it's intentional or not, maybe they're going up to her, or maybe they're doing it intentionally, or obviously like frat guys, I'm assuming, or frat people, they already have boundary issues on top of that. And it's like it seems that people are viewing her through like this lens where she's not real. She's just like an object for your amusement or their amusement. And it's fucking disgusting. And it's insane to a point where like that was what it took to like get this person to potentially ruin their career. And I don't, on the off chance that they watch it, I don't want them to think like your career's over, because like it's not. But like, because thankfully like this isn't like, this is part of their career doing social media. But like they're a D1 athlete. But you're really having a negative impact on this person's career because you feel entitled. Like, listen, if you're in public and you're like, oh my God, it's such and such, like, can I get a picture? There's no problem with like asking respectfully, hey, I know you from TikTok. You don't have to hit her. If you feel like you can get her attention, I think she's like 6 foot something. So you make a little paper airplane with a note in it and you just fly it up to her, No, but you can respectfully get somebody's attention. And it just feels like people are like bullied this girl to such an extent, and it's not even necessarily intentional, but like maybe kind of is, where they're taking a step back from like their job. You could ruin her life because you can't learn basic fucking respect on like how to interact with people. It's pathetic and it's disgusting. It's like she said, she's a person still. You don't have to treat her like, it's not even like they're treating her like a celebrity. They're treating her like an object. Going up, hitting her. Like, what do you think that means? Like, they're going up and hitting her because they think that she's like, oh, she's a big girl, she could take it, and just like fucking like punches into her like she's not a person. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Or like grabbing at her body, feeling like you're entitled to like her attention or her like her body. Why? Because you looked at her on TikTok and you feel like she's not a real person. I don't know, man. This shit really is frustrating. It's disgusting. I think that like this is there's a lot more micro celebrities now, like this individual, right? Like you have more micro celebrities, like a lot of people who are like popular and famous, but they're not like popular and famous. You know what I mean? Like, they're like there's a difference between being like Papa Gut famous versus being like Johnny Depp famous, right? I get hit less by my wife. Sorry. Team Johnny Depp, obviously. And, people who used to be famous, like, I mean, they've historically gotten bullied. I mean, look at Britney Spears. She went fucking crazy because of like the paparazzi. But, now you have micro celebrities, and what's the protection? Because it doesn't mean that you're like a millionaire rich anymore if you're popular. You might be doing well, but you might not be doing that well. And so you don't have security or bodyguards walking around with you. And who wants to even have to do that? Like, how scary is it to live in that world? And I think none of us really thought of it like that. So I guess, I don't know. This really moved me. It upset me Because, like I said, this girl is very genuine. Like, this is like a very genuine expression of her frustrations, feelings, and emotions. And like, to the people who did that, or the people who continuously do that, if there is like some kind of a chance that they watch this, like, I hope that you feel really bad about yourself. I truly do. I hope that this is something that eats away at you for like a long period of time, like months, like years. I hope that this is something that you wake up with and something that you fall asleep to. I hope that this is a situation that you manage to forget about for a moment, and then something small happens in your life that makes you remember it again, and it stresses you out. I really hope that it does, because if it doesn't, then you're just such a bad person. Because I don't think I could watch this. If I was somebody who contributed to her mental anguish, I don't think I could watch this and not feel like really upset. I think a lot of people who watch this already feel really upset. So I hope it really upsets you. I hope that it upsets you and you maybe become a better person that learns fucking boundaries and learns not to violate somebody's body just because you think it's cool. Because it's just fucking pathetic. And it's disgusting. And I wouldn't doubt that some of these, whoever did it, whether they're boys or girls or whatever, maybe there's a level of jealousy there as well. But just like, shame on you, man. What's wrong with you? Just imagine somebody did that to you. Imagine somebody walked up to you and they took ownership away from your body. That's what you're doing. It's fucking pathetic. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.